what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Match, man, for Paul Match TV. Hit up Paul Match TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello everybody. It's Paul Match TV time again, and we're glad that you could join us today. Got another awesome interview coming up for you in just a couple minutes. But before we do, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell right here on YouTube, and you'll always get the latest interviews when they're available. And feel free to use our comments section and check out one of those comments, because we're going to have links to our caps and t-shirts as usual. So we'll hope you'll do that. Also, if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/PaulMatchTV. And you can like the page, inboxes, comment on everything you see there. We would love to hear from you there. And you can use our email address, PaulMatchTV, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's not just for fans, it's for bands and solo artists as well. So we'll tell you how to be on the show. And we also have an official web address. And also, don't forget to check me out every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on the Grind City Network on Roku. And if you don't have Roku, go to grindcity.biz, which is their official website. Check me out there. And you can also download the Grind City app on the go on your cell phone. So we hope that you'll do that for us. And all this will be recapped at the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. From Freeport, Maine, we have Chad Gray, another talented artist as usual. And I think you're really going to like it. But before we get into the interview, let's have a quick word from Click Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, everybody, it's interview time as promised, and we have Chad Gray from Freeport, Maine with us today. Thanks for joining us, Chad.
Hey, glad to be here, Paul. Glad to be here, man.
Well, we're glad to have you. Tell us a little bit about how it began for you as being an artist. I mean, everyone has their own story, so let's hear yours.
I'm gonna summarize it because I could be very, very wordy with with my story. But I started doing music back in the days. I was always like the center of attention when it comes to family occasions, things like that. I was always into hip hop, rap, music, old school music, the Rod Stewarts. We listened to all that stuff back in the day. So I'm naturally a music head. But when it came to hip hop and rap, the early '90s of like Kid and Play and Onyx and Bone Thugs and Harmony and all those artists, pretty much inspired me. I would say to dibble dabble with it a little bit, but I wasn't serious about it. I won a rap contest back when I was a kid, back in like 6th grade, a Halloween rap contest. Which that actually like got me on the stage for the first time, where I was like, you know what? I could probably do this. But of course, being a kid, it still wasn't something that I thought I could make a living from. And then when I went to college, I finally got into my first studio and got some good reviews from a couple people I was working with at the point in time, and they were like, I should pursue it. So by the time I got to Maine, I got to the studio again. A little dorm studio with one of my buddies, and we recorded something there. And I brought it back to where to Connecticut, and people were like, "Yeah, you're horrible. You're horrible. Don't do this shit. You're horrible." And can I curse? Is it okay to curse?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, cool. So they told me I was horrible. You know what I'm saying? So but I stuck with it. And I got back into the studio again with my buddy from Plainfield, New Jersey, Yamil. And pretty much we were recording in his living room with his kids in the other room. And I remember the first day I went there with a bunch of my buddies, and he pretty much said, whoever wants to come back, who's serious about this, come back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I woke up at 5 o'clock, and I was there by 6. And that day, we went from 6 o'clock all the way until 4 o'clock the next morning, until the neighbors started banging on the wall. And that's where everything just kind of flowed from there. From there, it was like every single day, I'm at his house and we're in the studio working.
Mhm. Okay, well that's a pretty good story, and I think you pretty much answered my next question about your the bands that inspired you, because you say Kid and Play, which I had thought about Kid and Play in a long time, but they were pretty good back in the day.
I'll be honest. There was two artists that inspired me on a rap. There's one that was inspired me on a rapping aspect, and there's one that inspired me as far as like, oh, you can actually make it. And the one who inspired me as far as like me being successful in it was watching the growth of Soulja Boy from point A to point Z. Right? I called him out from the time he started. I was watching when he was in his room with the monster big T-shirts, making his own beats, and I knew he was gonna blow up, and he ended up blowing up. And then the artist that inspired me as far as on a rapping aspect, I would say the most, it was a duo by the name of Outkast, Big Boy and Andre 3000. So they inspired me on a rapping aspect because they were so dynamic in so many different ways. And I really love what they did. So those are the ones who inspire me on a rapping aspect.
Okay.
Followed by Bone Thugs.
Okay. So why don't you talk about your music now? I mean, where can we find it? I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you got any physical copies, you can let us know that as well.
Yep. So you can find me on LokeDabTTF.com, which is my official website. There's a whole lot of good stuff on there. All my music. There's music that's actually not on streaming platforms that's there as well. But you're going to be able to find me on all online streaming platforms. You'll find me under Chad Gray, which is my artist name right now. But you'll find my older stuff under LokeDab. A few projects on LokeDab as well too. So I'm definitely online. And I guess if I had to summarize what my music is like, I just like to create. So it's definitely a motivational, upbeat kind of vibe with my music. And yeah, my main key thing of what I want to, I guess portray in my music is to motivate people pretty much.
All right. Well, obviously, in just a moment or two, we're going to be playing one of your music videos. Why don't you tell us the title of it and if there's a story behind it? It might be self-explanatory, but maybe you can tell us in your own words.
Yes. So the name of this music video, shout out to at totally_animated_studios. He's from Kingston, Jamaica. He's the one who actually did the animation on the music video. The song, the whole album of 2020 Vision, which this is off my first album that I dropped this year. All the songs that I created, it was all of them were created at like 2, 3 in the morning after some drinks. Come from the bar, some drinks, a little bit of Mother Nature in the system. So talking about it was funny. My buddy whose father is third base coach for the Chicago Cubs. I'm real good friends with his son. And one day he contacts me. He says, "Hey, you should do a song where you're rapping about not only your life but also what you want to do, things that you want to actually do when you make it." And I was like, all right. I said, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna try to map it out and make a song out of it. And before I know it, I went and did the hook, and that's how that song came about. So shout out to Chris McGee, my homie Chris McGee, aka Matt.
Okay, and what did you say the name of the song is one more time?
Yep, so the name of the song is called Talking About, and it's produced by my producer, X Drops, on the beat. XDROP_Z on the beat.
Okay, well, I'm sure everybody out there will be able to get his music, and I'm sure he'd appreciate it, by the way. And we'll watch that video in just a moment. But first, before we do, I think that's all the time we have right now, Chad. And want to thank you for for stopping by, and we'd love to have you back sometime if you got something new to plug for us, maybe sometime.
Hey, Paul, definitely I appreciate you for having me, man. And we're going to definitely be back, guys. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Stay sanitized and get her done.
All righty. Okay, so let's watch Talking About by Chad Gray right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
What are they talking about? Spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes is what I'm talking about. Never thought I had this kind of money is what I'm talking about. Bought my mama bigger, better house is what I'm talking about. Now I'm living life the way I want is what I'm talking about. Never had my real father around is what I'm talking about. Made it from the ground to where I'm now is what I'm talking about. Keep on smiling even though I'm down is what I'm talking about. If you think you know me, man, you don't, so what you talking about? 10 toes down, yeah, I own it, I'm on the money route. Made my way to the top and now I'm balling out. Work my way through the jungle, toughen my mental. Put in time, I unloaded, I got the pistol. Chosen to be the one, I had to embrace it. No time for waiting, it's our time to face it. It's our bag, for the taking. Running up these numbers, feel like Neo in the Matrix. Reloaded, I'm ready, make it rain like it's confetti. Feeling like Mario and Andretti, yeah, I'm driving, keep it steady. Kill the game, just call me Freddy. Beat that pussy, make it jelly. Peanut butter, then it stutter, make it jiffy at the telly, yeah. Spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes, what I'm talking about. Never thought I had this kind of money is what I'm talking about. Bought my mama bigger, better house is what I'm talking about. Now I'm living life the way I want is what I'm talking about. Never had my real father around is what I'm talking about. Made it from the ground to where I'm now is what I'm talking about. Keep on smiling even though I'm down is what I'm talking about. If you think you know me, man, you don't, so what you talking about? They don't know me, but they think they really do. I was stuck behind them bars, I prayed to God to see me through. If I had another chance, I'd make it happen, I won't lose. Won't play with none of my blessings, I'ma go hard for the crew. Now we on the road, yeah, we on the go. I be up 24/7 pushing with the flow. Always in the trap, I'm in the studio whipping dope. Yeah, I got the glow, my diamonds on me froze. Boss up, we up, designer from the feet up. Turn the negative to positive, now I'm G'd up. Flexing on these hoes, I got the power like a cheetah. Yeah, I'm going ghost, if you fake, I don't need ya. Spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes is what I'm talking about. Never thought I had this kind of money is what I'm talking about. Bought my mama bigger, better house is what I'm talking about. Now I'm living life the way I want is what I'm talking about. Never had my real father around is what I'm talking about. Made it from the ground to where I'm now is what I'm talking about.